So in my case, I've always been very influenced by the space I live in, the environment I live in. And in this case, since I moved to Laredo in 2020, I've been very interested in learning about its culture, its people, its architecture, history, and popular stories.
My perspective on Laredo and the southern border in general is that it's a very complex and rich place. There's a lot of cultural blending going on here that I am really fascinated by and have been able to learn a lot about through this project specifically.
I'm Josias Figueiredo, Assistant Professor of Art here at Texas A&M International University.
And I'm Emily Bayless, Assistant Professor of Art at Texas A&M International University.
The NEA-funded project is a collaborative mural with Professor Bayless. It is a combination between painting and ceramics. I oversee the painting part of the mural.
And I oversee the ceramics portion of the project.
My research assistants work on investigating and learning about the history of Laredo, its culture, its geography, its architecture. And once we felt we had enough research done, we channeled that research into an imaginary narrative in order to celebrate the culture of Laredo.
We built the plans and the sketch together, but the real true collaboration and evolution of the work came once we were starting to put things on the wall and bounce ideas off of each other. Josias would do one thing, and then that sparked an idea in me to create the altars and the ofrendas based on his composition of the wall. Really, it's a lot of just going back and forth and really trusting the person that you're collaborating with. Having our research assistants there, we both had research assistants, and they're students who are from this area of South Texas. So learning to trust them and listen to them as community members to give us some feedback on what's really important to the community with this project specifically.
It was a fun experience for the process. We first did a lot of research in several topics, which were the woman of Laredo, geographical aspects of Laredo, historical buildings, and immigration as well as cubism and historic and modern artists. And I was amazed by how rich the history of Laredo is.
The process behind this project consists of a lot of hours looking for the right information. We had meetings where we discussed that information and all the possible ideas. We had to adjust our plans to some changes that came up during the process, like a change of location, for example. For the painting process, we did a lot of steps like cleaning the wall, covering the wall cracks, putting masking tape in specific areas to have the cleanest design as possible, and sometimes fighting against the weather because sometimes it was hot, sometimes it was cold, and sometimes it was wet.
I honestly, coming from outside, think that my students and people in this area are so privileged because they look at the world from two different perspectives. I had to become an adult to do that, but they already, since they are born, look at the world from different perspectives. The mural intends to celebrate this place and the community.
As a researcher myself and a faculty member, being able to incorporate my research projects into my coursework or bringing in undergraduate research assistants just brings, it's a huge impact that is really, you can't put a value on it. These students, since I've been able to have research assistants, I've seen them go on to, I have a student who's starting an internship in New York in a ceramics facility. I have students who have shown their work outside of TAMU and go into the community and actually become more active, and their work improves, and they're just so excited about the possibility of being a practicing artist that they maybe didn't understand before. And it really gets them excited about the possibilities in a career of art It opens up their world to more careers within the field and strengthens their own voice and aesthetic and techniques in the practice.